Greetings. In this time of celebration for some, and chaos with sadness for others, our message today is based on seasonal events. Never doubt that everything is going according to plan, even if the appearance testifies on the contrary. And so, a lot of activity is taking place on levels that you don't yet know or can't see, because ideas first manifest in the invisible realm, become material and take form, if they are allowed to manifest in denser energy. Many of you are finding that this holiday season just doesn't resonate with you the way it used to. Films, TV shows, books, and family traditions continue to promote the idealized versions of Christmas and Hanukkah that you've tried to emulate, believing you are somehow then you will fail if your personal celebrations do not match them. Do not think that something is wrong with you if you no longer experience that festive enthusiasm and joy that you experienced in gone. Personal and collective consciousness has evolved and no longer matches many aspects of what has hitherto constituted the beliefs and traditions of Christmas and also Hanukkah, traditions that began shortly after the time of Yeshua through the activities and teachings of his followers and organized religions. Today, thanks to the intense media hype, gift-giving, designed to show love and emulate the wise men of the Christmas story, is being actively promoted to sell material goods. Many yearn for the Christmas of the past, where there seemed to be more peace, happiness, joy, and simplicity, but these memories are illusory, born of every person's innate longing for peace and wholeness. It's time to let go of the past with all its seeming good times through the realization that as you are in the process of moving into a higher state of consciousness, you start to align with the truer meaning of everything you've been familiar with in the past, the material world, including Christmas. The end, spiritual development, never means the loss of anything real, but rather its rebirth in a new, higher and better form. As we have said in previous messages, the Christmas story is the story of every person, not just one person. This is the story of spiritual evolution. At some point, every soul enters a state of physical, emotional, mental, and even spiritual barrenness, a place where 3D ideas and solutions simply no longer exist. Work to allow a person to surrender and let go of what has been holding him in bondage to a third-dimensional belief system and consciousness, now empty, stable, and no longer filled with false information. A new and higher state of consciousness is born. There are some who try to crush and even kill this new state of consciousness in the name of righteousness, because unconventional thinking causes fear and threatens their belief system. However, there are those who this higher state of consciousness must be recognized and honored with respect and gifts. The newborn consciousness is fragile and must remain hidden and cherished until it becomes strong and able to withstand the external pressure of the unawakened world. This Christmas will be everything, and many of you have already experienced it. Don't let the beliefs of society, family, or friends force or blame you for continuing the practice you grew up with, just because it's a tradition. The holidays have become a time of confusion and fear for many, because they are forced to feel guilty about their changing beliefs. The world is moving into a new and higher state of consciousness in which there will no longer be alignment with many of the beliefs still held. This often results in divisions within families and groups, where everyone is expected to participate in activities that are considered the right way to celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah. Don't resist. Participate if you want, or if you want to keep the peace, but don't be intimidated by activities you just don't want to be a part of anymore. Development often leads to having to go on a fine line, especially in families and groups bound by tradition and not yet ready for change. Trust your intuition and know that the sky does not, and you will not degenerate spiritually if you adhere to some tradition that you no longer like. Ideas about love and its manifestations make up a large part of the festive period. Many of them are based on the belief that material gifts, the only real way to show love, the bigger and bigger the gifts, the more love. Companies are promoting this concept to sell their products. Movies, TV shows and local events seem to be promoting the concept of material gifts, leaving those who don't accept this concept or unable to do so financially, often with feelings of failure or guilt. Be vigilant, focused and observant as you witness the many subtle and all-encompassing concepts of love that are being presented to the world at this time. Ask yourself, these ideas really represent love? Never forget that love in its truest sense is the energy of divine consciousness that flows between all individualized manifestations of the One. Unity automatically manifests itself as kindness, understanding, patience, willingness to share, acceptance and gentleness, which on the material level can, and often take the form of giving. As in everything, let your intuition, and not media hype guides your gifts and celebrations. Let's come from the heart, with thought and love, not guilt or past tradition. Celebrate the way you like, while respecting the beliefs of those around you. The world at this time is like a child who grows into a new stage of life, where everything is different, leaving them confused and often scared, and, like this child, in need of support and love. There is no right or wrong way to do what either, as it represents duality. Just do what resonates with you on a level of love and oneness, which can sometimes mean playing a material game to honor those who are only able to understand love that level. Let the silent and secret light of your developed state of consciousness be your gift for every holiday. We wish you all a real Christmas. We are the Arcturian group.